Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. I'm up and I am gonna make some food for my family. We have had a busy last couple days and I feel like I'm just kind of putting dinner together real quick last minute and not really doing a whole lot of extras. So today I'm like, you know what? I need to do some extras. So I was looking through the plan that I had for food for the month and I thought, why don't I make some fun treats today? And also make dinner as well. So my kids were on a Jello run. I don't know what happened. They love Jello. We used to have Jello and then they stopped eating Jello. And then I bought Jello cups and then every kid loved it. And I'm like, what happened? You guys like love Jello again. And so when I went shopping, I purchased a lot of Jello packets. So I thought, why don't I make a retro recipe? And it's a Jello pinwheel. Does anybody remember making these as a kid? You literally make Jello in a pan with marshmallows and then you end up rolling. It makes like the nice, like thin layer on top. It looks, and then you roll it up. It looks like a pinwheel. Something kind of neat, something kind of fun. So I thought I'm gonna do that today. So I'm gonna make two different kinds. I'm gonna make orange and raspberry. I'll put the recipe on the screen. We're gonna mix it up in the bowl. This is real simple. You're like, look at it, you're like, is that much stuff? It is. You just gotta make those marshmallows smooth. It's okay if you leave some of the white in there, but it is better to have it melted completely. And then pour it in a 9x13 pan. It works good if you use like your metal pans. Like I don't have like a jelly roll pan. I just don't have a small one. So I just have my glass one. So the sides, you know, they're gonna be a little bit curved and that's okay. You just do what you can do with what you have. So I am stirring this. It is almost all melted. And then I'm gonna mix up the raspberry. So I'm stirring. I'm gonna put this back in the microwave for just a few minutes. Almost melted. We're getting there. And then just put it in the pan. Little Jello pinwheels. Anybody else make these as a, like I remember having them as a kid. Okay, we're almost there. I should get I'm using the spurtle. I should use the little Danish whisk. Now I didn't completely dissolve the marshmallows. You can take a whisk and kind of whisk them so they break apart, microwave them for a few more minutes. I didn't. I'll show you what they look like when you do roll them up. The smoother, the better, but I didn't really care. So I'm gonna put these in my refrigerator. So what they're gonna do is the marshmallow will go to the top and the bottom will be the Jello mixture. So I'm gonna put these in my refrigerator and let them get hard. The next thing I'm gonna do is another retro recipe that I remember having way back in the day, and it's Jello popcorn balls. Super simple to make. This tastes delicious. Like, do you remember making popcorn balls as a kid, like using the carob syrup? And you have to make the temperature right. Still delicious, but making Jello ones, way easier and way good to make. So I've got my popcorn popping here. I've got my celery popcorn popper. I'll show you. Greatest thing ever. Another thing to put on your, I'm trying to share things that I enjoy using that you can put like on a Christmas gift list, wish list for yourself this year. So this is something that one of my viewers years ago showed me it and I was like, game changer for popcorn because I just put it in my microwave. It makes delicious tasting popcorn. So I put mine, I'm just watching it because I don't want it to burn. Hold on. This is the second one I've owned because you're not supposed to put oil in there. It says not to. But I remember when I first bought it, I read in the reviews and one of the guys said, put coconut oil and popcorn salt in the bottom with the seeds and make it. It will be just like popcorn at the movie theater. He was right. But over time, it does make the bowl kind of get yucky. So, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just, it's like it costs $12 and, you know, it's not too much the price for it, but it makes great popcorn. Look right here. So this is only my second one. Like, look at that, perfect. So let me show you. This is how you do it. You take and put in, I put in about, I'm gonna say a quarter, this is about however much that is in the bottom of my thing here. Trying to get that. Coconut oil works great. Now I was using I think this is, I have this, I'm pretty sure this is mushroom popcorn as well. This stuff I have, my girlfriend, can you hear me? My girlfriend gave me a big, I think it was 25 pounds of it about 2 years ago. That's the last of it. I put it in my freezer. Popcorn seeds last forever. This I bought at our, use this one. How much did I need? Maybe about half of this. This I bought at the, like the little market I went to up in Asheville. I think it's the same seed, but it's mushroom style popcorn. We bought a couple different kinds. Mushroom just makes it fluffy. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the exact same, but I wanted to see. And then I bought some, I think it's called Flavor Call. Flavor Call, you can get this on Amazon. It's what they put on, where's my lid? Just like this. It's what they put on popcorn at the movie theater. It's probably not the best for you, but meaning like don't eat, you know, open this up and just eat this because, you know, there's dyes in it. I know, judging, but it is really good popcorn. So I've had popcorn salt, it just doesn't stick really good. Those little powder things from Walmart work really good sometimes, but this right here, yeah, that tastes like popcorn from the movie theater. So it's called Flavor, I think it's Flavor Call, Flavorcal, Flavor Call, something like that. Amazon, you can get a whole, I think it's like a whole quart of it for like $10 or something. So you'll have it forever. I put mine in a little shaker and the rest I have stored in my pantry. So what I'm doing is I'm making some with salt because I wanted to have some plain, because I took a few bites of my popcorn here and I was like, that tastes really good. I forgot how good popcorn is. So, but all you need is, I did my, I know, you want to see what I'm doing while I'm talking. This is where that big giant camera up would work. I wanted to make some, I'm putting it in a bowl here and making sure to separate the seeds out of it because it does leave some seeds behind. I'll show you how many exact. You could probably time it exactly and get it so it doesn't have any seeds, but you know, we're not that exact. So this, you need to do it twice. There's some seeds left over. You could repot these, I guess, but I'm not. So for the popcorn balls, you don't need to salt it at all because you're gonna have marshmallows and JELLO, so you really don't need to add any of the salt in it. So this is all you need, 2 times the bowl of that for your popcorn balls. I'm just making a bowl up because I thought, I had a few bites, I'm like, oh, popcorn, I forget how delicious that is. Like, just making it as a treat. And where we unfortunately go to like microwave popcorn because I'm like, I don't want to get out my popcorn maker, so, or the bowl. So I just like, let's throw a package of microwave popcorn in. But it definitely does taste way better making it fresh, you know, real seeds versus the microwave one. So I'm gonna put this stuff away because I think I'm only gonna do one little bowl of it. And then, and here I have a quarter cup of butter and a package of marshmallows. And I'm gonna put this in the microwave. This is gonna melt, stir it, and then you're gonna add a package of JELLO. I realize I have a humongous one. I only need half of this. Let me look and see if I got smaller ones. I don't think I do. Let me go look. Delicious. I'm just gonna leave this out and we can munch on this today. Perfect. In the microwave is my butter and marshmallows, and then when it comes out, I'm gonna stir it. I'm gonna do half of this. I was gonna do a whole bunch, but we are smaller sized, so I'm gonna only do a little tray of these marshmallow balls. These are great to make. We actually use these in our little girls group at church. We had all the girls get together and then you just make them, make sure everybody washes their hands. And then when you make the balls, it's good to have your hands be wet and just form into a ball. And then we had someone ripping out pieces of plastic wrap, and we wrapped every ball individually with plastic wrap. It worked good. I'm gonna just do mine into balls and then I'm gonna put it into a big container, which the big containers are now downstairs. So I use them for something else. I might get I have like a cupcake one, I might put it in there. We'll see. We'll see how many it makes, how many gets eaten up. So put this mess away, wait for the marshmallows. And then an easy way to make this, just wet your hands and then squish the balls together. It's real simple. Look at this. This is really good. So easy way. Let me wet my hands. And then just grab yourself however big you want your popcorn ball to be. It's important to make sure that you get out the seeds, look at that, before, because when you bite down into these, you don't want to, you know, come across a seed. You can make them big, you can make them small. I guess I'll do mine a little bit bigger. But they're great treats to make. When your hands start sticking, it's probably time to wet them again. These are great. You can get different colors, which is kind of neat. So if you're gonna do like a treat for a party, you know, like Christmas, you can do red, the pink, you can do green. Okay, my hands are sticky. And different colors and the flavors would be really good too. Now these are bigger balls. I'm making these, definitely making these bigger. You can do them any size you want. Obviously do smaller ones for smaller size if you need to stretch it for more people. Delish. Okay, I like you up here better. The next recipe I'm gonna do is another Jello retro recipe. These are like a great old-fashioned recipe that I'm like, all right, we're gonna make these things. Is a poke cake. Has anybody ever made the Jello poke cake? Like really good. So I'm gonna do my other half of strawberry, and I'm gonna use half of this for lime. So what you normally, because remember, normally you follow the directions to a T, but if you don't have them, you just figure it out. Normally you make a cake round, like a, you know, the circle ones. I don't have a pan like that. I don't know why. I think over the years we had them, and then they get, you know, yucky, and then I'm like, ugh, don't buy them, just do it in a 9x13 pan. And then once in a while I'm like, oh, I wish I had the round cake pan, but not a big deal. We are gonna live, so I'm just gonna do it in a 9x13 because, you know, it works. It won't look as pretty for presentation, but it still will look good when you cut it and take it out and look at it. So I'm gonna go with that. And then normally you use a vanilla cake mix, and what I have is funfetti cake mix. That's gonna work. So it's got the little pieces of candy in it, but hey, it'll just add to the fun of it. So all you do first is mix up a regular cake mix. So I'm just gonna put this in here, put my oil and my water, and then go from there. Just a note to myself, I noticed that these eggs, I already broke them so you can't see, are from Aldi. They're huge. They're almost like jumbo. I usually just get the box ones from Walmart, and I feel like they're not that big. So this, probably a little bit better getting that there. Where's my little Danish whisk? The Danish whisk. So I'm gonna do this instead of doing the mixer. Hopefully it'll mix up really good. So just mix it really good. And then I'm gonna pour it into a 9x13 pan, and I'm gonna bake it in the oven. It's gonna take, you know, some time to cook. And then when it cools out, you mix up your Jello. You poke holes in your cake and you mix up your Jello and pour it on top. I think that's gonna be really fun. I don't know if my kids, they probably have seen it. I don't know. I can't remember the last time we would have made one, so. Something different, Jello. It's the Jello day. Okay, you know, it's breakfast time, so you know I need to make dinner. Why do you make your food so early, Amy? Because my life is busy, and most times than not every day, most times than not around the dinner hour, I'm like, remember how they used to call it for babies the witching hour, where the babies start crying and they get fussy during that time? Well, I feel like my life just gets busier at that time. I'm either running to pick somebody up from work, having to drop somebody off at something, editing a video, taking care of the ends of school, or something. So I'm tempted to just go, what am I gonna make? Like last night, what did we make? Oh, let me show you what I made last night. I did film it. Remember yesterday was busy? Let me share with you what I made last night. This is gonna be a true gather your fragment day on a Wednesday because I just got home and I don't feel like making food. I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to go lay on the couch. Does anybody else feel like that today? I did. But what I have to do is I have to make food. And I said, we've had way too much chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese, so gonna have to make anything. So I'm gonna boil some pasta here. It's kind of like mozzarella, it's just different shape. So I'm gonna cook this up, and then I've got leftover meat from our chili hot dogs. Yeah, I know, don't judge me, don't judge me. And there's no more hot dogs. Well, there is hot dogs, but I don't wanna cook anymore. So I'm going to take that, and I'm gonna add a can of spaghetti sauce. That's it, that is it. Yeah, I can add more spices if I need to, but I'm sure it's fine. And then there's dinner, like a mastacholi. I've got Parmesan cheese. That's it. I've got fruit. We can pull out some fruit and some veggies. I'll probably make one of those salads. That's easy. I don't know. Is anybody else feeling that tonight? I'm feeling that tonight, and that's okay. That happens. And that's why you have the quick meals, and then nothing goes to waste because the meat would have been something that we didn't eat up, and I just would have threw it away because we had no need for it. So it works out good that way, and then everybody will be full because I don't have many people eating tonight. I've got 2 teens gone, so there's only a few of us here eating tonight, and so you know what? It's okay. When you got small amounts, you just make small amounts. So I'm just gonna mix this up, and it's easy dinner. Okay, that worked out really good. That was actually good. kids ate it. I was like, wow, impressive. It was good. It would taste like mustard chili. I hate it. And I made a salad with it as well. So what I'm going to do today for dinner, you know what? I like throw my plans out the door. I had a plan for making food today, and it did not consist of the things I was making with JELLO. It just turned into a JELLO day. So when I start my video, I wish I would have started out with, hey, today's gonna be 3 JELLO retro recipes, let's go. But you know what, it didn't. It was actually gonna be like other things. And then as I was making it, I was like, oh, I can do JELLO popcorn balls. Actually, I can do JELLO cake. And so it just transformed. And then as I was doing that, I was looking through my cookbook. This cookbook I have linked below. You get another Christmas gift, get this one hooked up. Because this is a good, all my food cooking comes from here. You wanna know Amy's secrets? Go to this cookbook. They're all right here. There's no secrets. Here's the cookbook. It's so great. The author of this cookbook, she does a podcast. I'm actually gonna be on her podcast after the new year. So pretty excited. We're gonna tape that next week. So I'll make sure I share that with you as well. Jean, wonderful, wonderful friend that I got to reacquaint with after all these years. I haven't talked to her for years. And then just by chance, it actually worked out. Not just by chance. One of my viewers, Alicia, who got me this cookbook again, which was awesome, reacquainted us. So I was very thankful for that. So I was just flipping through here and I'm like, what do I even make today? So I was gonna actually do taco, I was gonna do tortillas, crisp in my little taco bowls, and then do this shredded taco meat and then make us taco salad. Easy, not bad, but I'm like, you know what? I started looking through, I'm like, I found baked chimichangas and I'm like, why don't I do chimichangas? Because I have all of these ingredients. It would be great to make. So we are gonna make baked chimichangas. So I'm looking at this, I feel like that's a lot of extra chicken. And that's okay, so I'm gonna just like let this thaw here and cook. And then I'm gonna add all the ingredients. The only thing I'm not gonna add to it is the cheese because again, trying to do, take the cheese out for the kids that don't do cheese. And it's delicious. We've had these before and they're so good. I have made these over the years. So just let this cook here thaw up. I'm gonna take some of the chicken out for another recipe because it's only 2.5 cups. I'm learning to follow recipes to a T because we are downsizing the amount of food that we eat, which is a good thing. So just doing that, and then I pulled out of my refrigerator. You need salsa. I have a little bit of salsa right here, and then you need onion. And I have onion right here for my hot dogs. So that will work out really good. We've got tortillas. It's gonna be good, and then you make a little like sauce and green chilies. I actually bought green chilies at the store, so easy. I'll probably do this. I might do some rice on the side because everybody loves rice. Maybe I should just get the rice out. I'll probably do that right now as I'm talking to you. And then let's get the pan out as we're speaking. And then we'll do that. And that'll be a good dinner tonight. We've got fruit and I've got salad we can put with it. It's easy. It's what it is. It is what it is. And some days it's not. Some days it's chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. Or throw together mustard chili from leftover hot dog chili sauce. It worked. Everybody ate it. You do what you can do in your home. Nobody has perfect picture video food all the time. I love, my pastor always says, he's like, yep, everybody always shares the wonderful steak dinner with all the little neat little things on the side, and they show that on their Facebook and their social media, but they don't usually share the hot dog dinner they had or the cereal dinner they had. And I'm like, so very true, but you get to see what I have. And it is, we didn't have cereal, but we do have throw together fragments and make something out of it. So it's good. Okay, let's this heat up. Let me get my rice out and then I'll put it in here. Sometimes I like to rinse my rice, but sometimes I don't. It just depends on life and what I'm feeling. So I don't even have my rice in a container yet. I use my container for cereal that my kids are not eating. Remember all the sugar cereal that I thought for sure they would eat? No, they're actually not eating it. And that's okay. Somebody used to recommend making like a Rice Krispie bar out of it. I probably will. So this is 2 cups here. Let me get some water. We're gonna put a little bit of water in there to make it go faster. Now this time, last time I poured this and then a whole big chunk came out. And then I had all that extra. So put this is tomato bouillon. It's like $5, $6 at Walmart. It's what they use at our local Mexican restaurants to flavor their rice. It's really good. Okay, so I'm just gonna cook my rice here. You can do it in a pressure cooker, you can do it wherever. It works all the same, both places. Okay, after a little bit measuring out, I realize this is about 2.5 cups, so it's fine. It's good what we have in here. So I'm going to, I need a little holder for my book. I'll put it back here. So I'm going to add, because this is simmering away, I'm going to add salsa. It's 1 cup of salsa. We're going to add the rest of that. And onion. It smells like onion. so smelly. Should we just cook it on there? Let's just cook it on there. That bite onion. And then it's cumin. Actually, I have cumin. And oregano, I don't have oregano, but I do have Italian seasoning. And I know there's oregano in it, so, you know, we'll just do what we can do. And then this you just kind of let simmer until the liquid is gone. And this is what you can put, do you put, no, you don't put cheese in here. You put cheese in the tortilla when you roll it out, but I'm going to leave that out. It's gonna be enough, I think that's gonna be enough salsa. That will work. So we'll just heat this up, and then I'll put it in a tortilla, and then I'll fold it down, put it in the pan. Then we're gonna bake in the oven when it gets closer to dinner, because it's still early. I will show that later. And then we're gonna top it with the chimichanga sauce, and I'll make that after this is done. Delicious. And I just forgot, you know what I did order? Somebody asked me if I ordered my refrigerator bins and my knob. This knob is broken. It pulls off really easy, so I put it on the one that I don't use. So I just ordered that, and then I ordered the containers for my refrigerator. These. So I just ordered 2 of them off Amazon, and I'm gonna see if they fit. These I had to put tape on, but I thought, let me get the 2, see if they work good, and then I'll probably just leave the one with the tape on it because, you know, that's awesome. And I don't care. Only you see it and me. So I'm gonna put that on here as well. So those are coming, hopefully, maybe next week they'll come. So I had it on my list, and I'm like, okay, I finally am working through it. I have like a extra jobs list that I want to complete and do, and so that was one of them. And something else I wanted to do, let me show you. Can I show you? On the bottom over here, down the bottom, I put the paper around. You saw this, right? I mean, you see it every day. The paper on here, this is just paper. That's it, and it worked really good. It stayed up nice. Yes, I could have done the tiling, but that's a little bit more of a job, and I didn't want to do it at the time. But I actually have tile downstairs. I might attempt that this year. We're gonna see. Someone gave us some tiles. I might put it on. But I had it down here, and it's one of those things I covered up because, you know, look at kids. See how dirty? All the nicks. When I had everybody sitting here, can you hear the alarm going off? I had all the little kids sitting there with the bar stools, and they kick and kick and kick that piece of wood, and it got so nicked up. And so I'm like, ugh. So I finally just covered it with the paper to you know, hide it, but it's like, I just don't like the way it looks. I never did, but it worked for the time being. It would be good to put like a piece of like Wayne's, is it called wainscoting wood down here instead of this, because it's just plywood, which I will do probably eventually. But for now, I'm like, you know what, I just took it off. I'm just gonna paint it. I pulled my paint out of, where's my paint? Right here. I pulled my paint out of my closet area. I only have a little bit. Hopefully it will last good. And then I just want to just touch it up with a brush so it doesn't look bad, but it's gonna be all lots of white down there. So this will be, I still got groceries sitting out. We're gonna put that away eventually. So that's one of my projects. So I've got that to do. I've got my knobs here, and I've got my refrigerator stuff. So we're working away on stuff. We're even gonna redo the girls' bathroom downstairs. And I think Brooklyn's gonna do that. She's been enjoying different projects and doing them and keeping herself busy. And so not a lot of things to do. Like, you know, you can only clean so much. And so she's been doing different projects, and she enjoys doing those. And so I thought, why don't you redo the bathroom downstairs? There was no exhaust fan in there. So that put a damper on the bathroom because they didn't really use it. It was something extra they added after when they were at the end of living here. So the girls use it all the time. There's 4, I said there's 5. There's 4 girls using that bathroom all the time. So it gets very moistury and mildewy. And I still don't have a fan up there, but we will eventually. So I thought, why don't we, and I just painted the turquoise blue color that my walls are way over here in my living room because that's what we had. So I'm thinking to redo that. So that I told her, I said, why don't you look at it and we'll figure out some colors and we can paint in there. We might even do the floor because the floor is just peel and stick tile, and there's like wood planks in the living room there that lead up to it. So we could do that. We might just venture off and try it. I'm like, that would be a good bathroom to try it out on. So we're gonna probably start working on that next week. She's gonna probably start working on that. So just getting little jobs done, little things that need to get done that, you know, I've taken a back seat over the years because life and busyness. So we're gonna work on that. And I think next week, let me turn this down. Next week I might start decorating for Christmas. So I was thinking about it. It's the week of Thanksgiving, and I thought, you know, if I just took every day and decorated a little bit for Christmas, I might do that. So you might get that all next week. That's okay, right? Just do what we can do. So I might do that next week, and just little projects, little by little. How do you eat an elephant? My father-in-law always told me when I would talk about things, and he'd say, how do you eat an elephant, Amy? And I'm like, I don't know, I would not eat an elephant. He says, you eat it one bite at a time. And so I think when we first started the channel, I started doing t-shirts that said, eat it one bite at a time. That's how you do it. That's how you take out a project one bite at a time. Like the project of the store, the cups and the aprons we're working on. One bite at a time. I'm working on this, trying to hopefully, I don't know, we'll see if we can do it before Christmas. If not, it might just have to be after Christmas. We'll just have to see. So, but one bite at a time. It's on the list. The list is getting accomplished. That's the key. You do what you can do in your home. So, awesome. Okay, this is good. This is just boiling away here. I might let it go for a few more minutes here. I'll get up my tortillas and we'll roll up some chimichangas. Okay, my Jello is done. Let me go put it in some hot water just to loosen the sides. Make sure it doesn't go over the sides. Just for a few minutes so it can loosen the sides, and then we're gonna roll it up. It's been a long time. I hope I can do this, especially on live camera. Well, I guess it's not live because I can just edit out if it doesn't work, but we will show you the reality of what it looks like. Okay, I don't know if that's long enough. It's been a long time. Let me see if I can roll it. Okay, so you can see if the marshmallows weren't completely melted, see the white parts? That's okay. If you don't want that, just make it super smooth. These are cute. Oh, there's my timer. We're gonna let that sit there and cool for a minute. So these are perfect. These are the Not Cool Perfect pieces. They would not put those in the for a Pinterest picture. My kids eat those. So I've got the other ones over here. So we're just gonna roll those up. These take time to do the rolling up, but that's, I mean, they'll literally eat these in 2 seconds, like boom, the Jello pin roll is called. It's just a neat way to make it. So let me get this one out and then we'll do this one. Fun, something fun and different. Here's the fragments, and then here's the Jello things. How fun. Those will be something fun for the kids to get up and go, wow, what is that, Mom? To be like, it's retro Jello pinwheels. Okay, let's get dinner going because I need to finish for my day. Because I have a busy day and I want to get dinner done. So now the problem is, or actually no, let me just wash this pan up because I need the 9x13 pan. Changed my mind. I'm gonna bake them in the oven because I need to get this done. So I'm gonna add, it's a cup of chicken broth with chicken bouillon crumbles, but I'm just gonna add this in here and make my broth at the same time. So we're just gonna let this dissolve. I'm gonna add the pepper to it, nice and spice, and then I'm gonna add some flour and milk in a measuring cup, mix it up, and then I'm gonna stir it in here. It thickens, and then I'm gonna add the green chilies to it. Delicious. Okay, so the dinner is done. I'm gonna put my sauce on in just a few minutes. My poke cake is out of the oven. My vanilla cake is out of the oven, cooled off. So what I'm gonna do is mix up my JELLO right now. I'm gonna do a green one and a red one. So lime and strawberry. The reason why you could just do one, I feel like one would be enough for the big pan, but the recipe recommended doing one for each round layer. So since we're not gonna do that, we're just gonna do, I'm gonna do about half the cake green, half the cake red, or maybe I should swirl it, well, because I feel like if I swirl it, it's gonna make it mix the colors. We'll do half and half, a lime and a strawberry. So I'm gonna mix up lime in one thing and strawberry in the other. So this, like I said, if you don't want the colors to mix, you might want to do it separately, but this is gonna work. So I'll put this in the refrigerator, and then when I serve it, you're gonna put Cool Whip on top and bite into it. It's gonna be delicious. So the chimichangas are done. They're out of the oven and crispy. So right here, so when you go to, you can either serve them and pour the sauce on. I'm just gonna pour the sauce on all of it. It's good. Day is starting now, so I've got to get onward to school. This is breakfast for everybody. We're having bagels. They're very excited to have bagels. Cream cheese and salami. This is breakfast. This is what we're going to eat today, so I'm going to go do school. So here's the cake cut into it. It's got the strawberry and the lime there. It's really good. It's fruity, delicious. Like I said, you can do it in the round ones where it looks a little bit prettier, but this is what I had, so this is what I used. So delicious cake. All right, so my day has been busy. We are doing school. It's taken time to do school, and I'm running kids, and I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. So I'm gonna close today's video so I can be finished with it. So you've got the gist of it. That was the food. Delicious, yummy. We're snacking on it. We're gonna have lunch leftovers right now. We're doing lentils and the mustacholi. Dinner's gonna be that delicious chimichangas. It's been a good day. It's been a good day, and I still got a whole afternoon to finish up life. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, you are created, and you are selected by God to do great, wonderful things in your life. You are wonderful things like making food for your family, like getting up and breathing and smiling at somebody, I don't know, at work, or when you go to the grocery store, or who knows, when you're being a light to somebody around you, just to show, hey, look at, you know what, today it's gonna be okay. No matter what the day is like or what's going on, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. The sun comes out tomorrow. So have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. We got some Gather Your Fragment Friday. See you tomorrow. Bye.